Today on Forbes, inside the trade that made Mike Novogratz an AI kingpin and could net him $20 billion. Chaos creates opportunity. Few recognize it in the moment, and even fewer are willing to write a large check before the dust settles. Former Goldman Sachs trader Michael Novogratz had no trouble writing the check. What he didn't yet grasp in December of 2022 was how consequential his contrarian defensive bet would be. That December, with crypto reeling from the collapse of Sam Bankman-Fried's FTX empire, Novogratz's Galaxy committed $65 million to acquire a 160-acre Bitcoin mining operation in Dickens County, Texas. Novogratz said, quote, "It most likely will be my best investment by a long shot." On its face, the deal looked almost willfully mistimed. A major investment in mining infrastructure at the moment the industry was reckoning with its excesses. More than $1.5 trillion in digital assets had evaporated, with Bitcoin and Ether both down more than 60%. Earlier in 2022, Galaxy grew uneasy about capital tied up in mining chips housed in third-party data centers. Galaxy's president and chief investment officer, Christopher Ferraro, recalls, quote, "We got concerned that we had some real sizable capital invested in assets that were sitting in control of people whose credit quality was declining." The seller, Argo Blockchain, had what Galaxy needed: Helios, a site near Lubbock, Texas with inexpensive land, cheap power, and nearby labor. The transaction was part bailout, part legal choreography, part financing structure designed to extract the partially built facility while keeping its operator alive long enough to complete the deal. At the time, Helios looked like a hedge during a brutal downturn. It would take more than a year for Novogratz and his team to understand they had bought something else entirely. By late 2023, with Bitcoin hovering around $38,000, Novogratz began asking whether mining was the best use of the asset. A few months later, a long conversation with Christopher James focused his attention on a looming power shortage tied to artificial intelligence. Others saw it too. In June of 2024, Delaware-based Bitcoin miner Core Scientific announced a 12-year, $3.5 billion lease with CoreWeave, one of the fastest-growing AI infrastructure companies in the world. Crypto mining was no longer washed-out collateral from a speculative boom, but scarce power infrastructure with long-duration revenue. Novogratz moved quickly. In November of 2024, he locked CoreWeave into a 15-year lease for 25% of Helios's capacity. Within a year, CoreWeave committed to 100%. Approval from ERCOT will allow Helios to double to 1.6 gigawatts. It is expected to generate more than $1 billion annually. Novogratz now sits atop crypto and AI data centers. He says, quote, "We were in a lot of ways lucky, and in a lot of ways smart." The third of 7 children in a military family, Novogratz joined Goldman Sachs in 1989 after Princeton and the National Guard. He rose to partner, then was forced out in 2000 for, quote, "partying like a rock star." After rehab, he joined New York City private equity firm Fortress Investment Group in 2002, built a $9 billion fund, and became a billionaire. The 2008 crisis wiped out much of his wealth. After more wrong bets, he shut the fund in 2015 and turned seriously to crypto. In 2018, Novogratz launched Galaxy, envisioning it as the Goldman Sachs of crypto. In 2024, Galaxy raised $620 million to buy discounted Solana holdings. Those tokens are now worth more than $1.2 billion. It has grown into one of the largest crypto lenders, with loan originations exceeding $2 billion in 2025. Galaxy also manages treasuries for more than 20 public companies, adding $4.5 billion in assets. Last year was the most successful in Galaxy's history. Its stock was listed on NASDAQ, and Novogratz's net worth has more than doubled to $7 billion. Galaxy posted $505 million in quarterly profits. At the same time, Galaxy's crypto business awaits regulatory clarity. Competition is coming regardless. Even JP Morgan is considering crypto trading. Novogratz believes crypto is in the middle of a necessary transition and must evolve into financial infrastructure. He says, quote, "If in 3 years you can't buy your Taylor Swift ticket through a decentralized exchange, we will have failed as an industry. If it's just Bitcoin and gambling, I'm gonna feel like I wasted the last 10 years of my life, even if I made a lot of money. For full coverage, check out Nina Bombashiva's piece on Forbes.com. This is John Palmer from Forbes. Thanks for tuning in.